Come in. Good morning. So my question today is, what is energy? When it comes to dogs, the energy in a dog is almost like a coiled spring really. If they're not exercised or socialised, or have a run or a really good walk on a lead, that energy becomes pent up inside them, almost like children as well. If children don't have a release for that energy that they carry, and even us adults as well, you know, we tend to get sort of a bit hyper really, and a bit naughtier than what we normally would do. So today I'm just going to talk a little bit about that. So when you're out with your dogs, if you can let them off the lead, it's so much better. You'll see in this video how Louis and Rex love to run around, and by the time they get back to the car, they're so relaxed, they're so chilled out, and it just unwinds that energy that they're carrying. So if you think about a dog as like a pressure cooker, the steam builds up inside the pressure cooker until that valve on the top does that release and lets it all out, and it all calms down inside again. Well, a dog's body and mind is a bit like that really. They will, if not walked very regularly and walked well, or trained well, or something just to occupy their mind, which can also bring down their energy, they will become probably problem dogs generally. A lot of the dogs I see that I'm asked about generally aren't going out on a walk more than sort of once or twice a week, which is, you know, just, I know some people's situations and circumstances are tricky, but those dogs need to go out every day really, for them to let that energy unwind in their bodies and let their minds relax. And then I find that once that's done, you have a much calmer dog for the rest of the day. The training's easier. Once they've had a really good blast, you can start to do a little bit of training as well. And yeah, and it brings them to another level, and brings them to almost that calm submissive state where they just want to relax after they've really blown themselves out. Rex is an interesting one. Rex is the Labrador that's with Louis, the red setter, the Irish setter. And he'll run and chase Louis so much, and Louis is really quick, so he very rarely catches up with him, or maybe runs alongside him. And by the time the walk's done, he is absolutely spent in energy, and that's lovely because you see at the beginning he's all bouncy and jumpy and excited about what's coming, and then as the hour goes on, or longer if we're out a bit longer than that, he just comes down and down and down and down and down. Doesn't really know when to stop, you know, but I'm not doing anything that's going to hurt them. They're just running around and playing and jumping in the river and having a great time. I try not to throw balls too much, because balls create a bit of an issue really, where one of the dogs will hoard it, the other one will protect it, and that can create issues anyway. And also it takes the fun out of them being together. When they run around without anything to actually play with, they play with each other and they have a really good time. So yeah, that's the key for me. So just let them, if you can let your dog off a lead, if you can train him or her to be off lead, that's awesome, because they can burn up a lot more energy. As you can see, these guys in the background somewhere, there they are, still playing. And yeah, if not, go for really long walks. It's good for your mind and soul as well, but also your dog will love you for it, and it's also a really good bonding experience. So I can't highly recommend bringing a dog's energy down. It just creates a much calmer, more balanced dog, and you'll have a happier home from it. See you later. So as you can see, so they've had a really long walk, really lot of running and playing. They're both extremely relaxed now. Rex will probably go to sleep in a minute, won't you, darling? And Louis loves to look out the window and relax. And yeah, so can't hardly recommend burning the dog's energy off, and then you can do training after that as well. So exercise, teaching, and then play and affection. That's the best way to do it. And it works, you know. You just bring their energy down to a point where they are so relaxed and so happy. Happy dog equals happy home.